All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is April 27th, 2019, 8:48 p.m. All right, check out the temperatures going on in the U.S. right now. We have basically 100 degrees in Arizona and parts of Southern California, and then we have 33 degrees up in Wisconsin and Illinois as we're watching Winter Storm XYLER cross the top of our country by the Great Lakes. This is insane, guys. So I've been getting some tweets. I got this one specifically a little while ago. Very interesting. The snow is starting to stick. I don't know exactly where this is. This is from Elliot Hernan 12, ELLIOTT. And the number 12. He sent me this tweet. He says that the snow is beginning to stick where he lives. So I'm assuming this is around the Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota region, I want to say, give or take. I could be totally wrong, but Elliot Hernan, thank you so much for the picture and the tweet. For those of you that ever want to send us pictures or videos, guys, here is the hashtag #IntoFamily, or simply just send it to myself or Caroline on Instagram. Her handle on Instagram is @TypeXFiles. That's all one word, no underscores there. So we're dealing with a winter storm. We're dealing with 100-degree temperatures down in the southwest, and we are also just over 1 month away from the 2019 Atlantic hurricane season, with May 15th being the beginning of the Pacific season. So we're going to be watching the west coast of the U.S. a lot. And speaking of the west coast, when it comes to earthquakes and whatnot, interesting situation, but we're going to get there in a second. Really quick, for those of you in Texas that had these tornado warnings today, I believe what's done is done at this point. The last tornado warning was about an hour ago. It expired. This is tornadohq.com. It's a beta site, not exactly 100% accurate, but it's been accurate lately. So I wanted to reach out to the people in Texas, let them know that as of right now, that touchdown tornado, it actually did touch down. You can see it right here. There was golf ball size hail. The tornado was confirmed. It was seen by storm chasers, and it had the location here. Confirmed tornado was located over Peacock, or 8 miles west of Aspermont. So moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. So that was when the warning came out. It was 7:30 p.m. CDT time, but right now it's showing expired. So that is a good thing. We do still have that cell right there, that annoying little thing going on in Texas. You can see the front of it there. This is the live lightning chart. Stretching up through Texas, Colorado, Wyoming, and then we got the Dakotas over here. And this is where we would be seeing Winter Storm XYLER. We even got lightning down in Illinois, it looks like, right below Wisconsin. We have lightning here, winter storm here, 100 degrees here. And then this is what I really want to talk about. There is a tsunami buoy going off right now, guys. And why I'm saying tsunami buoy is because it's literally one of the tsunami buoys. Now, you see this little thing back here blinking up and down? These, when they're set off, they go off for 24 hours. You can see right here, once they're triggered, they go for 24 hours. We did not see this yesterday. I checked this site on a daily basis, multiple times a day. And for whatever reason, I could not find an earthquake that convinced me that this thing should be going off. So what I did was I went to the settings, clicked tsunami, and sure enough, there it is. This buoy is still triggered just above, not just above, but a few hundred miles to the north of Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, Haiti. And then I did some research about the latest earthquakes, and there have been a few minor quakes in this area, including today, but 40 kilometers deep, right on the fault line here, consider Dominican Republic. Then we had this guy right here, which was a while back. This was hours and hours ago, 3.3. Then we had a 2.7. So these are the only quakes we've had in this area that I can see. And I have no explanation of why a tsunami buoy in this part of the ocean, you could see it going off right now, right here. And when you click it, you can usually get some sort of data. This red line here is what triggered the buoy itself. So they do show you when the actual trigger happened. It was today. It's the 27th. You can see this is the 26th line. This would be the 27th. This would be halfway through the 27th. And then this would be basically midnight going into tomorrow. So this happened not too long ago. So this thing is going to be going off for 24 hours, but I want to know why. Other earthquake channels may be able to answer this question. Some of you may be able to answer this question, but I just can't figure out what would have caused this unless it is that 3.6 earthquake at 40 kilometers right here. Why would it set this one off and not this one? I'm not sure. What else could be going on in the seafloor? I am not sure. These green ones you see here are past warnings. These are areas that have been triggered in the past, so I was doing some backwards research to see if it's a common thing. Neither of these buoys are the two we're talking about, even though they show up on this chart. But I just find it very interesting. So if I take this off here, you could just see how many buoys we do have in the ocean all over the world to measure different depths and stuff like that. Not all these are for tsunamis per se. They're for measuring weather, even just the size of a wave. You could tell like the ocean rises and drops throughout the day by centimeters even in some places. So to see a buoy going off this close to home, that's just very concerning to me, and I don't know why it's going off. The red ones are out of commission. These buoys are not registering data. The yellow ones are all buoys that have registered data within the last 24 hours. And again, when you click on View Event Details, there's not much information except for that chart that shows exactly when it happened. It was like this sudden jolt and a dip in the water. So what I got to do now, I guess I got to line up the timing exactly when this happened to that earthquake, the biggest of the three in this area, which was right on the fault line here. We could see it here, 3.1. Let's look at the details on this real quick, actually. Why not? No one reported feeling it, at least on this website. It is in the water. This could be the answer, but I would like a solid answer. 40 kilometers deep. Now, remember, when they're measuring these earthquakes, they're not talking about sea surface of the water. They're talking about the ground down. So they're talking about the bottom of the ocean floor, 40 kilometers down, which is fairly deep for an earthquake of this size, but I just don't know why it would trigger that buoy to go off if that's the reason it was triggered to begin with. So we do have some more research to do, but I wanted to bring it to your attention. For those of you that may happen to study this stuff or really know the answer at this point, I would like to know. I'm always learning new stuff on this channel, so I wanted to get this out ASAP, guys. I will bring you any other updates about Winter Storm XYLER in the beginning of May, basically, April 27th. Really quick before I let you go, this is our 5-day water chart, guys. This is what we're going to expect over the next 5 days. If you live in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, all the way up to the Northeast, expect water. Period. We're going to get a lot of rain in the next couple days, next 5 days actually. We're going to get a lot of stuff coming over the Baja across Mexico. And then once that crosses that threshold, guys, it's all Gulf moisture that comes up and fuels these storms. That's why this area here, Houston, be prepared for rain and a lot of flooding. You guys need a break. There's a lot of over-flooded rivers and stuff like that going on in Texas, stuff we don't want to see right now. We are still in April. We have May and June with a lot of rain to come, and by that time we're going to be talking about hurricanes nonstop. So, yeah, a lot going on, guys. Sorry I was all over the place with this one, but there was a lot to talk about, and I didn't want to take up your time by making 3 different videos, but we got our ghost storm XYLER flowing through, just like a ghost, you know, and like you feel like cold air next to you on those ghost shows. They say it's a ghost. That's what this thing reminds me of. It's just like a wave of cold air, zhoosh, and it's gone. And they're naming it Winter Storm XYLER. Thank you once again to Elliot Hernan 12 for the tweet. Much appreciated. We always appreciate getting pictures and info and people interacting with the Into family here. So we'll be looking forward to those as well. And really quick before I let you go, again, we just had a 5.1 earthquake strike in Ahanuatanga. That's right here on the fault line again by Fiji, right to the north of New Zealand. So just leading a little bit more info to New Zealand in that tsunami talk. I don't know what's going on with them predicting a tsunami in New Zealand, but we got buoys going off on the other side, or the other ocean, way over here by Florida. So I'm going to look into that some more and then hopefully get back on here and let you guys know what we came to conclude with it. Basically, that's it. So, all right, guys, have a great evening. I will be back if need be. If not tomorrow, absolutely. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.